is up, you guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where Fire Sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devin. Today, we got a special guest, a good brother of mine today, man. Dre in the building. What's up with it, Dre? Yeah, I know we got many more, bro. You already know. But today we want to talk about the NBA draft. I want to give you guys a recap of the NBA draft. But before we go into that question for discussion, what are your thoughts on the NBA draft? Let us know in the comment section below. But so how you feeling about the Mavericks getting the number one pick, Dre? Yeah, I never forget. I never forget that Instagram post that they had, the video they had of the Maverick staff, like when they got the first pick, they pretty much knew, like they were all celebrations. To me, I mean, watching Cooper Flag in college dominate, being one and done, and coming in, I feel like he's a replacement for Luca. Really, this is like they're getting a Luca 2.0 just based off of how he ain't playing like Luca, but he played a part. Like he got that look, like how he looks like how Luca was when he got drafted. Comes in lean, in shape, you know. So he has Cooper Flag plays that part of not having to carry the burden of being the guy. So like I said, we got Kyrie who's coming back, to Dallas on a 3 year, 119 mil. And then Anthony Davis, hopefully he's healthy. Daniel Gafford and the rest of the crew. So I'm happy for Cooper Flag, but it was pretty much predictable. Like everybody knew Cooper Flag was gonna go number one to the Mavericks. Yeah, because they got two with Dallas. You got PJ, you got Harden, JD Harden. So the thing about Dallas is they were very close, as we know of last season. They went to that finals, conference finals, then went to the finals and then end up getting beat, like being that close and that far. I think with what it boils down to, as we know, is health wise, being healthy, your best ability is your availability. And Kyrie Irving being the leader of that team, everybody got to fall in line, everybody got to do their part. And I mean, and looking at it with Cooper Flag, this man, he gonna make. he gonna make at least 1 billion, like later on in his career. Cause I seen a post like that on Instagram. There was like Cooper Flag. By the time he's like, I believe he's like in his 30s or 32, he'll probably make his first billion in his contract in the NBA. Cause you gotta understand now players going to be billionaires. I mean, LeBron James, he's the first billionaire in the NBA, man. So it's just like anything could happen. And we look at the other guys in the draft like Dylan Harper and also we failed to mention Cooper Flag's teammate Con Newpel. He went to Charlotte. He's a bucket too now. He's he, they they got Melo. They got Lamelo. Who? Wait, repeat that again. Who said? Oh, Ace Bailey. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was talking to my dad about this. If you notice throughout each draft that is ever that's come and gone, even this one, the previous drafts, it didn't matter where you went to. You were just proud that you were just happy and proud to hear your name called to go up on that stand and take that picture with David Stern or Adam Silver. To me, with Ace Bailey, you have to appreciate that a team did pick you because there are other guys behind you that went undrafted, guys that are probably have to still work their way to get a two-way contract or go to the G League. Like, cause he had a preferred spot. He wanted to either go to the Wizards, the Nets, or the Pelicans. But bro, be happy that you got drafted. That's really all I can say about that. Like, you can't pick and choose where you go. Like, yeah, and that's just like with the other guy, Colin Murray Bowles, the forward he got from out of South Carolina. Man, when he got called to go to Toronto, he was like, he was on that ish. He was like, dang, like but I understand his pain and I understand his pain because Toronto don't get televised like that. If you know what I mean. They And that's why like just piggyback out there with Ace Bailey, like you don't understand the situation that you in. It's probably best for you that you went to the Jazz. It's probably best for Colin Murray that he went to the Toronto Raptors because that gives you a chance to develop your game. You don't have too much of the spotlight on you. Like if you was with the Lakers or the Boston Celtics, where it's like we win right now. So I mean, be thankful where you are, bloom where you're planted, and looking at shoot, man, you'll have a great fan base, a great support system behind you as a player. So you gotta give them you gotta give credit where credit's due. You gotta be thankful. Nah, yeah, NIL in college. Yeah, yeah. It's all about where they want to go. Exactly. See, that's what they don't understand that because they looking at like, dang man, I might want to go to okay, this team was the dynasty. I may want to go to the Warriors. I may want to go to the Lakers. They looking at what team they want to go to so they don't have to work work through the hard times of building that team chemistry, ro- working through the rotations, knowing the system. They don't want to go through all that. They just want to be. It's just like Kevin Durant. Put me in the situation. Put me in the best situation possible. I can just freaking hoop. That's all I gotta do. And that's like with like another player I wanted to mention, Dylan Harper, son of Chicago Bulls, Ron Harper. He literally said, as a number two pick, he's confident that the Spurs are postseason bound, like they go into the playoffs his rookie year. And I can see that because Stephon Castle, Fox, you got, it's too many guys out there that they have on that roster, and they not missing out no time soon. They just not. So when I look at them, it's like it's a no brainer. It's a no brainer that the freaking Spurs are gonna do what they need to do to win. I mean, you got Victor Wembanyama and you got the point guard Chris Paul. Like, come on, they got too many guards. They loaded with too many guards. You said what's going on with who? We know what's going on. You need to leave them women alone. That's what you need to do. Because if you look at if you really look at the draft, they their Pelicans are trying now. The Pelicans, after years and years and years, because bro, let's be real. Who wants to go to New Orleans? Nobody. Look at what New Orleans did. They got rid of C.J. McCollum. They got rid of so like they cleaned that house. So now it's like, okay, we in the draft. We're gonna actually try to work to get Zion some help. Y'all should have done that years ago. Look at Boston. They got a defensive player to replace Porzingis. Noah Panda from France, versatile defender in the second round. So like all everybody's getting stronger. We don't know like if you really look at everything that's going on. I mean like everybody's getting stronger, but Pelicans, well, Pelicans and Trailblazers, they still they in the same boat. Let me put that in perspective. They in the same boat, but Zion, bro, Zion ain't trying to play. He still need to get his eating habits together. Look at Luca. He just need to get out of New Orleans. Period. Zion needs to get out of New Orleans. He need a change of scenery, but it's gonna be a low risk, high reward because I'm not paying you that much, but I'm gonna give you a chance to prove yourself. And then once it's all said and done, then I'll maybe consider give you a bigger contract. That's just like with him going to the they was mentioned about him going to the Warriors and but then they end up getting Jimmy Butler. So yeah, yeah, Dejounte Murray. I it's up in the air because this like I said, so many things have happened. Like the Cavaliers just got Lonzo Ball, so it's just like it's I don't know. I mean, depending on the situation, if it works in his best interest, stay. But if he doesn't want to be there, then he probably gonna go somewhere else. Cause look at Brandon Ingram. Brandon In- Brandon Ingram, man. I mean, like he was dealing with injuries while he was with New Orleans, but then he came back and had to play. But for Zion, he lost that weight, and then he played. He had one good game where he had like what 24, and after that, I feel like it just boils down to if you really want to play. I hope Dejounte Murray, stays with New Orleans, and I hope they pay him what he's worth. Because Dejounte Murray ain't a bad player. He not. He nice. Oh, go back to the Spurs, but they loaded with guards. It's like you got Stephon Castle. Is he gonna start? Is the question. So you gonna put him over because you gotta understand they got Dylan Harper from Rutgers. They just drafted him second pick. They got Keldon Johnson, I believe. He's still there. Uh, what's his name? Vassell. His last name Vassell. He's there, and you got man, Stephon Castle been doing this thing in San Antonio too now. But it's either like you're gonna have him come with the second. You're gonna have how you gonna work that out? Because then you got De'Aaron Fox there. You got De'Aaron Fox who's a starter. So like you gonna you gonna have De'Aaron Fox at the two, CP3 at the one, and then you're gonna put Murray at three if he gonna be a starter. Because they got, I mean, like I said, Spurs is loaded with guards. They got more guards than they got forwards. Miami Heat. You said Miami Heat. Uh, Luca. Uh, Looking at it now, new ownership means new vision, new direction. Because with Jeannie Buss was in there, she was just doing what she wanted. So I think now the best thing for them to do is get a big man. They got they got a shooter. They got an elite shooter, and they also signed Angel Reese brother, Juju, to a deal. So and then hold up, man. I can't let this slip. I can't let this slip away. Austin Reeves declined his contract because he was on a 4 year. They was gonna give him like a 4 year, 89 mil, but he declined and he want a new deal. So you gotta look at that. Luca's in good shape. LeBron's gonna be good. Still got Rui Hachimura. They just need that big man. We already know this. Lakers need the big man. When they had Russell Westbrook, my guy Russell Westbrook, when they ate up his contract, it was in luxury tax, and at the same time, they couldn't do anything to get a big man. And look, they traded AD, and they still struggled. And then they tried to get old boy from Charlotte, Williams, and that trade didn't go through. He failed the fiscal, bro. He 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 has a history. His whole history in Charlotte, he failed physical. So I don't know. I don't even know why he's still there. So it's like, bro, you failed the physical in Charlotte, and they keep you on by a thread, and then you go to the Lakers. That's why LeBron came out and said what he said. It was like, because they got somebody else. Oh, they got Dorian Finney. They got Dorian Finney-Smith from Brooklyn, but they don't know if he's gonna stay either. He's testing free agency. You're gonna lose your post defender. You need to do everything in your power to make sure you keep Austin Reeves, Dorian Finney-Smith, and get. I mean, eventually they're gonna try to get Williams from Charlotte, the one that failed. That failed. The trade where the trade failed and they weren't successful. They're gonna try to get him in the offseason. I know there were Valanciunas, Jonas Valanciunas was in talks. Steven Adams was, but the Rockets did what they had to do. They did their job and kept him. Um, there's some other guys I can't think of right now, but Lakers need to get it together, bro. I think the ownership with Mark Walters being the owner of the Dodgers, that having a new vision, new direction is it's gonna work in their favor. I believe LeBron having his son there and having JJ Redick, they needed a first full season to get everything up under their belt. So hey, going to the first round of playoffs, with JJ Redick, you already, I mean, he been there, and that's what people fail to realize. They be like, oh, How's it gonna work with JJ Redick, bro? He's a when you come from being a player going into a coach, it's a easy transition knowing the mindset of a player. But the hard part is when you got players on your team that don't understand the game like you do, and it's like I'm trying to get you to like look at Jerry West. He was frustrated. Magic Johnson, he was frustrated. But with the thing I love about JJ Redick is he hold people accountable and he gonna tell you what you're doing. In the like in Magic's them time, it's like you had to have that. Like you had to have that, and like simple basketball plays to them was like you had to have that. So I feel like the Lakers moving forward, it, they got things to work on. So it's up in the air for them. They better keep Austin Reeves because it's been talked about trading him and Rui Hachimura too. Rui Hachimura? No, you said. Oh, I thought. Wait, no, you said Rui Hachimura get paid 160 or Austin. Damn, bro. Nah, he turned down the 89 mil. It was an 89 million. He turned down. Yeah, he been scoring and he franchise record for I mean not franchise he made a record in the franchise where he was in that company of like Kobe and all them for some it was stat wise for something. But yeah, I man, if I'm Austin Reeves, I want that 100+ mil because when no, before Luca came into the picture, he was the second best. He was the second best because he put on a scoring display. He actually played way better and he did what he was supposed to do. So, but now coming in, yeah, he's the third option, but they need to pay him too. Yeah, he's yeah. Yeah, he got to, bro. I got to do it again. No, he want to win one more ring before. I've been saying this, and I'm still holding on to my prediction. One, one came true. He was his son was going to get drafted. He was going to be able to play with his son. So my second prediction is he's going to win a championship with his son. And after that, that's it for LeBron. But I think too, LeBron, the thing about it is the Lakers, I really wish they would have listened to Anthony Davis because that's what y'all did. That's how y'all won the 2020 championship. AD was playing the four. You got Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee playing the five. JaVale McGee was the guy, the center you go to in the playoffs. Dwight was mainly for the regular season. So when Anthony Davis went up to the front office and even told him, he's like, I told them like y'all we need a big man. We need a big man. And then all of a sudden you trade this man, bro. That's why y'all struggling now. That's the reason why y'all struggling now. It's a no brainer, dog. Like be for real. Y'all didn't Jeannie Buss didn't want to listen, and then she also came out and she was like, I wish I didn't break up that 2020 team because they had a chance. Imagine LeBron would already had his fifth ring by now, and he would have. And when he got Bronny, like the situation he's in now, when he got Bronny, and all this played out, Brown would have had six already. They just need a I wouldn't even want that to happen. I'd be mad if that happened. I'd be so mad. D, he's a liability, and I agree. I agree with what Shaq said. He too free. He too soft. Look at what he did. Look at what he's done in the playoffs with the Timberwolves. Even though with Karl Anthony Towns and how he played without him, he only can play post. He's a post defender. He is not a all around defender like Karl Anthony Towns. He just not. It's like this man he plays to lose. Don't even get me started on the free throws. You think Brown got like 3 years? Yeah, I'm right with you on that. I mean, he wants to when you if you really look at LeBron's master plan, bro, he looking at he got Bronny right now, right? Bryce up there in Arizona. Bry, Bryce finna be one and done. Bryce finna be I, Bryce finna be one and done. You see, like LeBron likes to throw it out there. Perception necessarily what I say is not what I really think. I feel like yeah, this might be my last year. You know, I or I put that out there like I don't know when it's coming. Braun knows when it's time for him to retire. He know better than all of us. But I believe Braun he gonna make sure he play a year in the league with Bryce and you know get it done. That'll be crazy. You could you imagine? You got both of your sons on the same team. He already got the coach. Bron got power, bro. Bron got power, bro. He ding Thanos. Bron got 2, 3 years though. Hey, Bron ain't finna let that happen. Bron is not finna let that happen. Oh yeah, March Madness. He gonna bring a lot of exposure to March Madness. Ticket sales gonna be through the roof. Ticket sales, jersey sales. Man, he had to go over there with what's her name. You know, he'll be over there with Chris Middleton. Bro, that's kind of tough though. Wizards, man, Wizards. Bro, LeBron would give up the half of the roster just to get Bryce on the Lakers. Yo, uh, I'm happy that they got Lonzo Ball. I think this is a chance. My okay, I seen a video about this on IG because Shaq was talking about this. He was like, "Why is Imani Bates still in the G League? He's a scorer. He's a great scorer." And Imani Bates put up buckets. He is, and I agree with Shaq. He is a great scorer. Why is this man not on the? Why is like the Cavaliers playing right now? Like, could you imagine Imani Bates? He would provide. He would provide that scoring boost like what the Boston Celtics are getting with Anthony Simmons. Like you, when you look at it, you got your star players. You got your star players in the game, and they build up the lead. Okay, they go in the rest. I got Imani Bates. I got Zoe. I got Ty Jerome. So the thing about it is, it takes the pressure off of Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland and a couple of other Evan Mobley. Can't forget about him either. But it takes the pressure off of them scoring. And then with Lonzo Ball, I feel like his playmaking ability, even though his health is a major concern, because we know how his history and his career went, but his playmaking ability, his IQ, it takes the burden off of Garland. Garland averaged at least six assists this season, 6.7 assists. So the thing about Donovan Mitchell could do it all, but Donovan Mitchell be trying to get to the basket. Darius Garland, I'm trying to get to the basket. I'm trying to score from the perimeter. So that takes the pressure off of them, and it creates fast breaks opportunities. Lonzo Ball keeps pace of everything. He's the floor general. He gonna do what he needs to do. Put put Amani Bates with Lonzo. Them jokers gonna cook, bro. even though maybe Lonzo Ball may come off the bench or he might be in the starting lineup, I put it like this: if Zoe gonna be in the starting lineup, have have Garland to play Zoe at the one, Garland at two, or maybe either Garland or Mitchell at two. Put put Bates at the three or the four, and then you might have Evan Mobley play center, or he might come off the bench. But do like do you see Evan Mobley coming off the bench? Yeah. His I, they trying him. They trying him. That's he need to get up out of there and go to a team where he's embraced. But yeah, with Lonzo, yeah, with Lonzo Ball, yeah, it's a proven season. He gotta it's a win for the Cavs because they got Isaac Okoro, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, Isaac Okoro is nice, but like he wasn't even a factor in the playoffs. Like he had a couple of good shots here and there when they needed, but like over time he just like in that while he was on the court he just looked lost out there. Like, what is my role? What am I doing? Like, y'all not setting up no plays for me. It's really Donovan Mitchell and Garland at this point running the show, the 1-2 punch. But I look at it like Imani Bates. If I was him, get out of there, go to a team where they embrace you and they respect your talent. Lonzo Ball, we get it, a proven season, but his a win for the Cavs is the playmaking ability. Because if you look at Darius Garland get assists here and there, but he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that IQ like Zoe. Zoe is a pass first point guard. uh, D- Garland is more so. My mentality is to score first and pass second. Same with Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell scores, and gets and he'll dish it out, facilitate, but 9 times out of 10, bro, like Zoe is the guy, but he has to stay healthy. That's the main concern. If he can stay healthy and really get it going, bro, the Eastern Conference, they got a problem. And I feel like Cleveland shouldn't have been no first round exit. They shouldn't have been no first round exit. They should have went to the second round. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way Cleveland get to that point and you don't go to the second round. And it's all about and if you it's just like with the NFL. It's all about who they want to see. It's all about who they want to see. And I mean, last thing we're gonna cover before we end it. We gonna say that we just rookie class. Who do you think by out of all the rookies, who's gonna win rookie of the year? Cooper Flag. I'm gonna pick from the top five. Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, or Dylan Harper. D- Dylan Harper, Cooper Flag, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey. Out of them three, who you think gonna win? Who you think gonna win rookie of the year? Cool. Mid season. And he cooked them. He cooked them. Yeah, Cooper. I agree. Cooper Flag. He would New Balance. Yeah. You don't see them commercials. You ever see them commercials where they had Tyrese Maxey, Jamal Murray, and that girl Cameron Brinks from L.A. Sparks, and then they got then this Cooper Flag. Yeah, he signed with New Balance. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Cooper Flag. I when you I want to say this about Dallas when you say they got Nico Harrison. I don't think really it wasn't his fault that Luca got traded. It was really that owner because, like I said, she wanted a casino. She wanted a casino in Dallas, and they weren't gonna do it. And then she wanted to take away the Mavericks, and it was like Dallas loves the Mavericks, so it's like okay, I'm gonna get rid of y'all golden child, Luca. So, and then that's when ticket sales started to go high. But yeah, I believe Cooper Flag got it in the bag. Like if he plays, if he has a great rookie season where he plays the way he's supposed to and do what's required of him, yes, it's a possibility. There's no doubt. Uh, you know, rookie of the year. Yeah. We're gonna come back next week. We're gonna come back next week and do one on the talk about the Ravens. Talk about it. We gotta talk about it. Yeah, y'all. We gonna cook that up for y'all next week, y'all. We gonna talk about the Ravens and what's going on in the NFL. We got it this year, bro. Ain't no stopping us. Yeah, but that is all for today's episode, y'all. Make sure once again y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin. This is Dre, and we signing off.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.